Hello, friends. Great to be back with you, and so glad that you tuned in today. It was 19 years ago today. I was in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, pastoring a church up that way, and I was on my way to a little town called Trout Run, up Route 15 from Williamsport, and I was heading to a place to sing for a senior group, and they were meeting at a fire hall. I think they were called the Trout Run Seniors, I think. And I was on my way there, and my cell phone rang, but I didn't answer the phone since I was driving and didn't want to create any problems. And when I got to the parking lot, I checked my message, and one of my members from my church was just crying hysterically about something happening in New York City, something about a plane flying into one of the buildings. Well, when I walked into the place to start setting up for my concert, I found out more of what was happening. And originally I thought perhaps a little prop plane had flown into a building, one of the skyscrapers in New York City. Well, I found out that not one but two planes had flown into both of the World Trade Centers. Yes, this was 9/11, 2001, 19 years ago as I'm recording this video. I did the concert. We had a moment of prayer, and when I went home that day, I found out more and more about what was happening. Just blew me away. And those of you who lived through that day, you remember exactly where you were, as I just did, as to what was happening. You knew exactly where you were that day, 19 years ago. Later on that week, I was visiting one of my church families, and they shared a story with me about a family. Mother was home that day, going back to that 9/11 date, and they shared how the little boy was in the living room watching perhaps some cartoons or something on the television, and suddenly he came running into the laundry room where his mommy was and said, just screaming, "Mommy, Mommy, the sky is falling in New York. The sky is falling in New York." He saw what was happening, and it just blew this poor little child away. Imagine being a little kid and seeing this happening on live television. And as I meditated about these things, and we were just so shocked and so overwhelmed, I thought of that very line about the sky falling in New York, and I started writing these words down. Over Manhattan town, the sky was falling down, even in D.C., as we know what happened to the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and of course here in my state of Pennsylvania from Flight 93. And within a day or so, I wrote this song. And I thought of the three angels' message in Revelation chapter 14, verses 6 through 14, about these beautiful messages that would take place right before Jesus comes again the second time. And I ended up with a song called Angels Fly Over America. And I thought, in honor of all the families who lost loved ones, all of those who died, all of those who gave their lives on that day, and all of those families right now who are remembering what took place, with broken hearts, I like to sing this song. It's an original, Angels Fly Over America. It's not as famous, not nearly famous at all, compared to the other beautiful songs that were written for that situation. But it's something that I wanted to share, and so Angels Fly Over America, and it goes like this. Over Manhattan town, the sky was falling down, even in D.C. Hatred ruled that day, innocent did pay, and the price was liberty. Tyranny can't rule our lives, our land, if we will take a hold of God's mighty hand. Angels fly over America, God shed His grace on thee. what our children will say of us if we get on our knees. The time of terror has awakened us, so let us truly say, in God we trust. Angels fly over America, God shed His grace on thee. Towers they did fall, rescuers stood tall for their fellow man. A band of cowards sought to kill, but in the sky we broke their will, for united we stand. We choose to honor those whose lives were lost, going forth with dignity, no matter the cost. Angels fly over America, God shed His grace on thee. We can choose what our children will say of us if we get on our knees. A time of terror has awakened us, so let us truly say, in God we trust. Angels fly over America, God shed His grace on thee. God shed His grace on thee. God bless America. God bless you, and God bless